What's up guys? Zito here. It's my second cup of coffee today. I wanted to talk about the stock market and 3 stocks that I'm investing in 2021. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal opinion. These are just some companies I've done a little bit of research on. I don't do much technical analysis. I mainly look at the overall sentiment of the company, if they're taking market share, what kinds of products they're releasing, and that's how I average into my positions in the company. So these are just 3 stocks that I'm investing in 2021. The first stock has been on a recent tear as of the last 3 years. This stock has gone from about $9 a share in 2017 to about 90 something today.
Oh my God!
Which is 1,000% return in 3 years. If you got in 2017, you'd be sitting pretty with this one. The first stock I'm going to invest in 2021 is AMD. So I actually already have a position in this company, a very small one, only about 30 shares, but I'm going to keep averaging in. I think this stock has quite a bit of room to grow. Some people think it's overvalued, but I'll give you a few reasons why I think that AMD will do well in 2021. One of those reasons is the fact that AMD is taking a large share of the market in the semiconductor industry. You can see this very obvious as Intel is lagging behind. I personally actually interned at Intel in 2016, so I have somewhat of a personal connection to this. There was an employee at Intel when I was there who had retired after 30 years of working at Intel, and he basically talked about how Intel was lagging behind the competition and how other players would dominate the market in coming years. And that was 5 years ago, but we were starting to see AMD and Nvidia taking part of the market share, and I think that AMD has a lot of room to grow. Lisa Su, the CEO, and the management are really taking risks, and it's paying off. Part of that growing market share in the server chips is one of the reasons why I want to keep buying into this stock. They're also taking a bunch of the PC market with their Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7 products. I think that people are just kind of tired of Intel lagging behind and ready to jump into AMD at any moment they can. This is why I'm buying this stock. Currently it's sitting in the $90, $93, $94 mark. I think it has room to grow into above $100 per share, which is why I'm going to take a short-term position in this stock and see if I could generate any returns in the next 1 or 2 years with it. I'm not sure how long it'll last, but time will tell. So I'm pretty bullish on AMD going above $100 market share, and those are just a few reasons why. Another stock that I'm investing in 2021 is Shopify. And I think it's pretty clear why this stock is on a tear as of late. COVID-19 moved a bunch of businesses online, and Shopify is kind of that infrastructure to set up a store, process payments very easily, and get your products out there. Personally, I've made a few Shopify stores, and it's extremely easy to use. The UI is easy for non-technical people, but you can also customize your store to basically do anything you want. I think that their top line growth is absolutely insane right now, and it's only going to grow in the coming years. And because the work from home movement has grown, I think it's led people to start diving into more side hustles. And if you go on YouTube and type in drop shipping, every drop shipper in the world is using Shopify to build their websites because of the free trial. I think it's a really great product. They have good management. They're based in Canada, but we love our neighbors to the north. Oh, I think a really important thing to note about this stock specifically is that they just partnered with Walmart to be able to connect small business Shopify accounts to the Walmart marketplace, similar to the Amazon FBA program, to kind of ship their products through Walmart's marketplace. I think this is a really great partnership that's only going to help their top line growth. Their PE ratio is sitting a little high, but if you look back at Amazon stock back in the day, they also had a high PE ratio. They reinvest a lot of their profits into their core business, and I think that Shopify will do the same in the coming years. I think this stock could potentially get to 2,000 or 3,000. Who's to say if that happens in the next 2 years or the next 5 to 10? I think it's just a great stock to start averaging in, and if you can't afford the $1,000 per share, we can do fractional shares now with Robinhood and other brokerages. I think that Shopify is a good addition to your tech arsenal in terms of your stocks. Another important thing to note is, in addition to the Walmart partnership, they've also partnered with Facebook to be able to put products on the Facebook and Instagram shopping marketplaces. If you've seen the recent Instagram user interface, you can tell that they're really pushing people getting to shop on Instagram, and if you're able to push your Shopify store to Instagram in one click, I think it's only going to help small businesses grow even more. So 2020 has kind of driven a lot of companies online, and I think that Shopify only has more room to grow as they reinvest their profits and start to scale into new different businesses like more payment processing and things like that. It won't be a large part of my portfolio, but it will be a significant chunk. That's why Shopify is on my 2021 list. So the third stock that I'm investing in 2021 is actually Alibaba. There might be some controversy around this stock, but I think that it still has room to grow, and I'll get into the reasons why it's a little bit controversial. So Alibaba might be delisted in 3 years from US stock exchanges due to some auditing issues. All Chinese stocks listed on US exchanges need to comply with a yearly audit by American regulators, and they have 3 years to comply with these audits. I think that, without getting political, that the next administration to come in is actually pretty cozy with China and realizes the importance of the Chinese economy and how it affects the US economy. It's got a larger customer base than Amazon. The middle class in China is actually a bigger population than the entire United States, more than 300 million people. And I think that Alibaba is the darling of the Chinese stocks because it has such a large market base and it's very diversified. Just like AWS with Amazon, Alibaba has the Alibaba Cloud, which is the 4th largest cloud provider in the world. You can see with all the numbers that e-commerce is only growing year over year. Alibaba has a ton of different services that they provide. One you may have heard of is AliExpress, which actually ships to the United States. You can buy products from the US and get them shipped over. I think that Alibaba will overcome this regulatory hurdle, and I think the stock will benefit because of that. I think that Alibaba will easily hit a $300 per share target and potentially push higher. Previously this year it hit around $320, and I actually have a position in this already, but I'm going to keep buying in. I think that it has more room to grow. I already have a position in this stock, and I think I'm just going to keep adding to it in 2021. But those are a few reasons why I think Alibaba will continue to rise and why I'm buying into it next year.
Yes.
So just to recap, these 3 stocks are not the only 3 that I'm investing in 2021. AMD, Shopify, and Alibaba. These are all technology related, but I think they have a lot of room to grow, and I'm going to average into these positions as the year goes on and as things become more clear with the coronavirus vaccine. Like all of us, we've all probably been looking at on the subreddit Wall Street Bets and looking at all these meme stocks like NIO and Tesla. Thankfully, these are not meme stocks. I think these are solid companies with high top line growth. Who's to say what happens next year, but I'm going to keep investing in these companies, and as time will tell, as the year moves on, we'll see if these companies continue their growth trajectories. Because all of their top line growth is insane at this point, I think these are solid companies to not only buy but hold for many years. So if you like content like this, I'm going to keep putting out some more videos on stocks. Please like and subscribe for that almighty algorithm.
Nice.
And I'll see you in a few weeks. Peace.